From pulling up your bootstraps to being born into it, there are different ways to reach financial success. In a 2004 study by Tom Corley called Rich Habits, Corley identifies 4 broad paths people who were not born into wealth have taken to get there. Today, we'll be covering the most basic path, the saver investor. While building wealth is easier said than done, the saver investor method can be essentially boiled down to 2 steps. First, you consistently save 20% or more of your income. Second, you invest your savings prudently. Obviously, it's easier to list these steps than to actually take them, especially if you're in a tough financial position or if you don't really know where to start investing. Side note, check out some of our investing videos for solid advice on how to grow your money. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, I'm going to start with a tip you've likely heard 1,000 times by now. Maintain a low cost of living. Live frugally. Our consumption isn't the same it was 30, 20, or even 10 years ago. Now, more than ever, there are many things working against us, tempting us and pushing us to live up to or even beyond our means. Credit cards that give us points for taking on debt, so-called deals around every corner, and a newer, shinier version of just about everything. So how on earth do we learn to save instead of spend? The easiest way to do something consistently is to make it a habit. Turn saving into a second nature activity, like breathing. So how do we turn saving into a habit? One approach is to follow what's known as the 2190 rule. The formula, presented by Dr. Maxwell Maltz, goes like this. First, commit to your goal for 21 days straight. Once you've established that habit, continue to do it for another 90 days. So let's apply this to our goal of saving money. Start by making 2 dates on your calendar. The first date is 3 weeks from today, your starting date. The second is 3 months after that. Commit yourself to saving money you would normally spend on things you didn't really need, say eating out for example. Mark the days off as you go along and move that money you would have spent from your checkings into your savings account and follow the 2190 rule. Fast forward 4 months. Now that you have trained yourself to save money and you have a nice chunk of money saved, the next step in the saver investor path is to deploy that money wisely. Chances are, if you are not a good saver, then you probably don't have much experience with investing. A good strategy is to build a relationship with someone who has the experience and skills you lack. Then learn from that source as you develop those skills for yourself. This can be tricky as the good information out there is mixed with bad information also. If you are inexperienced, it's tough to know which is which. What you need here is something like our stewardship program, an opportunity that provides you with a real connection to people who have generated significant wealth for themselves and for others. The key to investing your money with prudence is to employ the best practices of people who have been successful at doing just that. Remember, patience combined with disciplined saving and a prudent investment plan are about as close to a magic formula as we can hope to find when it comes to building real wealth.